back to that change we mentioned from OSDH and how it reports COVID deaths. The move comes after people were confused about discrepancies between state and CDC reports. News Channel's James King is live now with more on how we got here. James?
Well, Neely, on Wednesday, the State Department made the change to decide that we change the way we report COVID-19 deaths here in Oklahoma. We were only reporting 61% of the CDC's reported numbers just a day ago. While COVID case counts have trended down over the last few weeks, the number of COVID deaths in the state just took a giant leap from a little bit over 4,500 to now 7,122.
There was a very large differential between the CDC numbers, which is based on death certificate information, which is the most accurate way to look at deaths, versus what our Oklahoma State Health Department was showing.
The change moves Oklahoma up to 23rd in the country for COVID deaths, a 10-spot leap from 33.
If you look at it, our state had the greatest COVID death reporting discrepancy in the United States when I looked at the information. And so I'm encouraged by the fact that the State Health Department is now publishing what the CDC number is.
In Tulsa County, Dr. Bruce Dart says they're reporting 723 total deaths, but more likely than not, that number is far higher.
We really need more information, but I would assume yes. There was a fairly large differential in the state's website and CDC's website, so I would assume that part of that differential must be made up of Tulsa County residents.
The Oklahoma State Department of Health said its reports were lower because it more fully investigated deaths rather than relying on death certificate information alone.
Having lived in Oklahoma since the 1980s, I can tell you what Oklahomans want. They want the truth. Even if it's difficult, even if it's something they don't want to hear, we've got to tell them the truth.
At its worst, that delay caused the state to report less than half of the total number of COVID deaths the CDC was reporting. And like I said, the new number of deaths of 7,122 puts us 23rd in the country. That's right above Mississippi, Wisconsin, and Colorado, even with those last two having higher population counts than Oklahoma. Live from Lookout Mountain, James King, News Channel 8.